All right. Welcome everybody for today's SED community meeting. It's March 7th, 2019. And we have a very full schedule today. Let's get started. Did I mention it's recorded from now on? Just so everybody know. So let's talk about the first item. Jing edited, I believe. It's concurrent read in SED backend.
Yeah, I'll cover this. So
right.
Jiang had started a while ago a proposal to kind of finish a long series of improvements that have been going on in SED since 3.0.3.1 to make reads more fully concurrent. So this is kind of just the last mile push. Since Jingy and I weren't familiar with all the history, a lot of that design proposal is a background. So if anybody's interested in what I'm talking about, how you can make reads fully concurrent, there's a huge background section there I'd encourage people to read. What we've done since then is we've proposed a couple alternatives. We worked on testing Jiang's improvement, which is actually the benchmark showed up really well. And then we also found just a kind of slight variation to his proposal that makes all reads concurrent. And Jingyi has just sent out the first PR with that, along with some benchmarks which are in line with what we'd expect and hope to get. So we intend to keep pushing forward on this, establish more benchmarks, test more corner cases, and verify that we are still, good in terms of correctness, and that we should be strictly better in terms of all performance, but we would actually like to, anybody in the community that's interested in that or can think of ways that this could, introduce a regression, or if there's some benchmark that you would like to see, argue for that with us, and we will try and help build confidence in the correctness of this and see when we can get it in to etcd master. I think that's it for now.
Yeah, so please take a look at the design doc and the PRs. And the next item, I think it's Gyu-ho, right?
Oh, you mean the grpc issue?
Hold on. What I can, all right. No.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
So grpc issue, so there's some Kubernetes upstream issue got escalated to me. So so if you have a TLS, like a SAM field set up with the IP address only, and then without the a domain name, but gRPC somehow fail over like a gRPC balancer. And I talked to the maintainer, and they assume they expect us to create a TLS certificate based on the SAM. Based on the domain name, not the IP. And then also the maintainer also talk about the a client connection, but haven't had much time to look into their implementation. But seems like upstream people got blocked on us. But I haven't made much progress. I have a PR with the workaround.
Okay.
But seems like the gRPC maintainer is not happy with it. So if anybody has a better alternative, better workaround or better suggestion, please let me know.
Okay. We skipped it. I think things just got reordered a little bit.
Yeah. All right. Sam, do you want to talk about the 3.4 release?
I added that line item, Sam. I'm not sure if you had anything you wanted to add to it. I just wanted the public service announcement that what we did say earlier is now becoming something that's going to happen pretty soon. So I would expect within a couple community meetings, we would start talking about release and deadlines and things like that. Just an announcement for everyone.
Yeah, I think we identified a couple of milestones last time, including learner, downgrade, and client v3. And then we would only have 2 more community meetings before the target date. We could have a quick update on each of the milestones for the next 2 community meetings.
So I think for the 3.4, I can work on the client like stability. I know we have some flaky tests on the client integration, so I can spend more time like make it more stable.
That would be great. And I'm sorry I haven't done more sooner.
I mean,
I've been time too, and I can try and jump in as well.
yeah. But other than that, like, what else do we have like outstanding? Any like outstanding issue until we cut some like alpha release?
On master, I'm not aware of anything else that's a problem. I think it's mostly a question of which features get in, but somebody feel free to correct me on that.
Yes, I think there are not very a lot of issues that we want to get into 3.4, but I do want to get the concurrent rate into 3.4. And besides that, we should test on the new client v3 implementation, and also I want to spend some time to test the server scalability.
Great. On scalability, we have Wojciech on the Kubernetes scalability team. He has one of these concurrent read fixes that they're going to run a big test on. We'll give him the other one as well, so that we'll get at least one set of data points from them, and then we can do whatever we want independent of that as well.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Great. Yeah, I think fully concurrent reads. I mean, Jingyi's approach seems to be working, so I don't think there's a ton of coding there. I think a lot of it's just validation, verification, and a little productionalization of it. For non-voting members, is that still something people are interested in trying to get in?
So I can try to get something from Alibaba to help maybe later this week or early next week. Okay.
Jingyi will be our main point of contact there.
Okay.
If he ends up getting too full on concurrent reads, we'll juggle things. But for now, let's go with that.
Okay, I will try to get somebody to contact him.
Great.
All right, and then this one is covered. Xiang, and the next thing is a badge for graduation.
So yeah, to make SED graduate from the incubator, we need to get the badge. The badge requires a few things, at least a few items here. It requires, say, we have a website, we have the right license, we have documentation, and we have process of handling and review process, bug report process, testing, code inter. I think we do pretty good on those items, but there's one thing that I think we are not very good at is security. So it requires us to have the vulnerability report process. I don't think we have one. Probably we need to start to think about this. And also it requires one person or one engineer in the project very familiar with security, or we can do security development, has the security development knowledge. I don't know who in the team is security expert, or who we should ask to do this kind of things. And also it needs us to fix all the public known vulnerabilities. I think there's one problem on SE right now is detected by GitHub. It's PyYAML. Nobody really pay a lot of attention to this. So I think we need to start to think about the security of SED.
Yeah, I totally agree.
I helped to start the Kubernetes security process. I'm happy to help with the formation of it. I certainly don't have time to actually run the security process, but if there's one or two people who are interested, I'm happy to run through what needs to be set up and kind of some of the best practices and stuff.
Okay, maybe Brandon can give us some information about how to set it up and what is the right process we should have, and then we can see who should be responsible for this. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so next up is Phillips. You want to talk about the website update? Brandon?
Yes, so I was on vacation for about a month. And so where we'd kind of left the website before I went on vacation was we'd handed over to the CNCF and Luke from the CNCF the build system that CoreOS had been using for building all the version docs. So there's like a drop down. If you go to like coreos.com/etcd that lets you select, say, 3.1.12 or whatever and get the docs for that release. They've been looking into how to get that working. And so there's some discussion on how to do that on the etcd.io website draft that is up there. And then the other piece of infrastructure that I think we need to port over from coreos.com website.
I mean, I've walked through that. This is Sam.
Yeah.
I've walked through that, and I basically, sorry, I'm get rid of Slack here. Okay. So as far as the workflow goes, I think that, you know, I have a good feeling from like the client v3, so from the Golang client for etcd, how we would kind of, you know, step through this, and also how that would kind of work with the existing bootstrap mechanism. So, you know, so I think from the last call, I think Andrew was going to start documenting some of this, and then I can basically start with some bullet points, and then we can fill in the blanks. That's, you know, that's at least a first step.
So what was this in relation to?
Sam?
Yeah. Sam?
Yeah, maybe.
Weird.
Yeah, he's got.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe I can give a, like, for the correctness testing with the Jepsen. I haven't made any progress because I was busy with other things, and then I don't think I have, like, I don't think I will have enough time to do it for the next few months. So if anybody has more like a bandwidth to work with me, like, please let me know. But otherwise, I think we're gonna have to put off like for a few months.
Okay. Did Kyle ever get back to you, or do I need to ping him again?
I will email him again with the timeline, and I will CC you, Brandon.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Is this, is there a issue on etcd?
Oh no, I can create a GitHub issue. Yeah, maybe that's a good idea.
Thank you. Brandon, next item is the CNCF Governing Board.
Yeah, I just want to let everyone know that the CNCF Governing Board Governing Board meeting is on Monday, and there's been some discussion on the CNCF maintainers list about various feedback on CNCF services. So we'll be presenting some of that feedback. If people could take a look at it from etcd, and if there's any additional things that they want to raise at the governing board on services that we've been getting from CNCF, I appreciate the feedback.
Great. Okay.
Is this meeting, like, is there an invitation sent out, or like, is it just for the etcd maintainers?
The governing board meeting? Yeah, so sorry, let me add some context. So the CNCF Governing Board oversees all of the budget and marketing and strategic direction of the CNCF. And I, along with Michelle Nurali, represent as the developer community to the CNCF Governing Board. So we solicit feedback from all the projects on how CNCF staff and services are working for projects. So this governing board essentially oversees the budget direction, and then I sit along with Michelle on the governing board to represent the projects. And so there are a number of items that we've gotten feedback from projects about CNCF services, what's been going well, and what projects we'd like to see improved. And I sent out a draft of those points to the maintainers list, which is maintainers@cncf.io. And hopefully all of you are receiving that email. The meeting is not public. but a lot of the outcomes from the meeting can be viewed by CNCF and the general public. So.
Great.
All right, great, thank you.
Yep.
All right, Sam, are you back online?
Yeah, sorry. I'm trying to juggle a few things here. I just wanted to touch base quick on a few things I'm working on. PR 10514, I'm calling bump fast, but basically we've got a few dependencies that have kind of lingered for a while, and I'm trying to get that back up to speed. The first being grpc-go. So I've got a PR. What's up there now isn't reflective of where I am with this. And these bullet points here are kind of reflective of where I got, which was grpc-go at 1.19, the gateway at 1.8, and then I ended up leaving protobuf, gogo protobuf at 1.0. I'd also want to point out that Protoc just released 3.7, so I'm going to try to work that in. And the last failure that I have is the old health balancer, and it's pretty gnarly. So I don't know if anyone has any input or might have a few cycles that I could work with on that. The next point was just graceful downgrade. I'm just reporting I haven't made any progress on that, but I do plan on it this week. And then metrics TLS, there was a PR raised through Red Hat 10504. And I just wanted to get general input on feelings on that. I wasn't completely sure if that was the direction we wanted to go, so I just wanted to get some kind of general feedback if possible.
Yeah, I think we discussed about this feature a while ago, the Correctness, and I think this is the right direction to go. So I'm happy somebody created a pull request for it.
Okay, yeah, thank you. I just wanted to make sure that this was something that was generally of interest, and we'll work to complete it.
Sam, as you upgrade dependency, can you also try to upgrade Go runtime, like either latest 1.11 or 1.12?
Is there a preference? Should we just go for 12?
Yeah, 1.12 is good. But I know there's would be a lot of warnings in the a format test.
Yeah, there's a lot of work that needs to be done, but I'd rather just go for 12 since we're here.
Yeah, and then I can sync up with you offline, like how to do it. We need to push the test container image to GCR.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
All right, anything else? Okay, that's all then. Thank you, everybody. See you next month.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Mm-hmm.